Dear humanity, I apologize. I'm not God, and I'm sorry if I've ever led you to believe otherwise. I sympathize with the fact you've been victimized by the numerous lies I've romanticized, but let me clarify. Just because I'm not God doesn't mean that you are. Well, you are wonderful. Profoundly pronounced with so much wonder, full doesn't even begin to describe that mold in which creativity was poured to form your sole purpose, can be found by peering into that artist's mirror. Reflections will tell you everything you ever wanted to know about your image. You're a masterpiece, masterfully pieced together through our master's piece. The outline of your existence is being shaded by the Spirit, standing before the Son, bold brush strokes of genius from the Father, blended together to form a picture-perfect portrait portraying perfect. Picture perfection on paper, where every time you draw, breath, life explodes on your canvas like a collage of carefully collected clips from cardiac concerts, creatively combined to form an orchestra of symphonic divinity driven by your heart's beat. You are sweet music to his ears. However, my dear humanity, you are not a solo artist. Your craft is being played out alongside the strings of the sinners, the woodwinds of the weary, the percussion of the prostrate, and the brass of the broken. Yet all find hope when conducted by one, in which there is no other name. Dear ladies, I understand you have a need to feel beautiful, but don't let that man-made concealer make up your false cover, girl. Remember your true foundation. Don't let the me, myself, and I shadow the fact that his lashes speak volumes to your future. You blush, but let your lips stick close to his words, and you'll see what true beauty looks like. We often joke that if the barn needs painting, then paint it. Well, might I suggest that you are not a barn at all, but a heavenly storehouse, not confined to any store or house, but to every good work in which Christ has set before you. Before you do anything, remember that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are beautiful. And guys, I know you like to fix things on your own, but no amount of Elmer, Spackle, or Bondo will ever patch that hole in your heart. Quit building on that sinking sandpaper will never smooth out the problems in your life. See, the devil will hammer you so hard, your dry walls cannot hang without an anchor. You need to snap on Christ as your craftsman. Don't be seers only, but doers also. Take it from me. You see, when I gave my key to Christ, he drilled down with every bit that I needed. His skills saw my imperfections and became my support beam of light, showing me there is one master builder and there is no other name like his. Dear humanity, you are indeed an image to behold, but do not be holding on so tight you forget the image in which you were created is God's. And he is the bread that we might eat, the living water that we can drink. He's the refuge for the weary and the stronghold for the weak. He's Emmanuel, God with us, and he'll be with you to the end, which always makes a bigger impact when you realize God does not depend on time. See, no other name will be your patience. No other name will be your love. Many have tried to find it elsewhere, and all have failed. Well, that's because there is no other name like Christ. He welcomes all to be his children. Good or bad, he doesn't care. So if you lie and steal and cheat, well, Jesus beat death fair and square to give you life. His back was scarred by our own guilt. His hands were pierced by our own shame. But he endured the cross to save the lost that we might have a way to live. You see, he can take our earthly vanity, mold it and shape it for eternal worth. So, dear humanity, there is no other name like Christ. Sincerely, the church.